So you're thinking about moving to Seal Beach? In this video, we're going to do an overview map tour and show you some of the hot spots in the city and what to look out for. And let's get into it. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know all there is to know about living in Southern California, subscribe and tap the bell at the bottom to receive notifications about the market in Southern California. We get calls, texts, and emails every single day from people like you asking for help on moving to Southern California. If you need anything, reach out, give us a call, send us a text, send us an email. All of the above. We'd be happy to help. So right now we're going to cut over to the map tour and I'm going to take you around, show you some of the areas to look at. So Los Angeles up here, down here we have little old Seal Beach. It's in between Long Beach and Huntington Beach. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in a little bit further so we can get a little more detail here. Basically, I'm going to draw a map and it's kind of the draw on the map. So it runs along the river here, the San Gabriel River. This whole area is the Naval weapons station. So pretty much this whole area right in here. Yep, over here too. Okay. So you'll see right now what they're doing is they're dredging up this bay right here in this area so that they can actually park what they say 2 aircraft carriers, which I kind of hope they never put 2 aircraft carriers in there. I mean, I spent 13 years in the Navy, and 2 aircraft carriers is 10,000 people. And when you consider the population of Seal Beach is only 25,000 people, that's a huge influx of people for a few days. So be nice to have my fellow sailors here, but that's a lot of people to pack in. If we go in a little bit further down into the city, you have different areas. So let me remove that. So what we have over here is this area right here is pretty much Old Town Seal Beach. It's considered Old Town. These homes in here, they're starting around 2 million. There are some, well, there's apartments down, there's some apartments, and there's a lot of apartments, a lot of multi-unit, multi-family units in this area. Up here you have the Hill, which, you know, they're up there, you can get in there for about 1.4 on up. There's homes up there for about $5 million that are up on the top of the hill, huge homes with like underground parking garages. Right here we have a senior community called Leisure World. It's a very nice community. These are all like, they're almost like condominium type living. They are 55 plus. There's about 6,000 units in there, and they start in the roughly, I mean, you can find them in there for 200,000, but it's all cash, and there's about a 45-day period to get in there. The HOAs are starting about 400. There's different mutuals in there, so each mutual has its own HOA and with varying fees. But you know, once you move in there, you have access to all the amenities in there. And Leisure World is a gated community with security at the front gate. It's a pretty safe place for the seniors. But this is probably close to half the population of Seal Beach. And in a minute, when I show you the stats on the city, you'll see why those stats are, you know, the average home price, for instance, in Seal Beach is about $417,000, but that's considering that they're factoring Leisure World into that. Outside of Leisure World, you're probably looking at about 1.5 right now. But let me go ahead and zoom up a little bit further. Up here, in this area, you have Rossmore and College Park West You can see that right here, College Park West, and over here's College Park East. I'm kind of hard to draw on this map. And then over here you have a nice shopping center that's just been put in recently. It's not really new, but it's fairly new, and a lot of shopping up in this area. Petco. There's a Chick-fil-A up in this area, but this is of course getting into Los Alamitos. But Seal Beach, as you can see, is fairly small. If we go into downtown area a little bit more, this is Old Town. So in Old Town you have, the pier right here, which is one of the longest piers in California. It's very well kept, very clean. The city of Seal Beach is relatively safe. The Seal Beach Police Department is, pretty on top of their game. They do a really good job with petty theft. The homeless population in Seal Beach is, every now and again you'll see, homeless walking around. But Seal Beach Police, they have a unit that goes out and makes sure they're okay and takes care of them. Over here, again, also, if you notice how wide this beach is too, the beach is very, very deep. So when you from here, or basically from here to here, it's a good little hike, to get out to the actual water. During the summer, there's one of the things they have around here is called the Seal Beach Shuffle. That's because you need to shuffle your feet when you're getting in, because there's a lot of stingrays down at the beach as well. Over in this area, there's a Rivers End Park, which is a really nice little park that they put in. They just now are opening a restaurant that's right on the beach. Went to the pre-opening of it. Excellent food. The service was great. And as far as restaurants on the beach, it's the only one in Seal Beach. So it's a great place to go and hang out and get a bite to eat. Down along this area here, during low tide, this whole area basically becomes another beach. You have to climb down over the rocks to get to it, and you take the dog out there, let him run free. There's not a lot of people go down there. I think a lot of people are afraid to climb down the rocks, but I'm 55, and I get down them pretty good. Let's see. Again, across the way too, right here we have Long Beach in this area right here, Long Beach Harbor. And it's a pretty safe area, Long Beach too. Out in this area, really nice homes out there. But going back over here, if you go down to this is Main Street right here. So down, if you go down Main Street, it's roughly 3 blocks Main Street. There's a lot of restaurants, a lot of shopping, a lot of things to do. People, anywhere in this vicinity, you can pretty much walk down to Main Street, and there's bars and shops, restaurants, all kind of things down there. The one grocery store in Seal Beach is Pavilions over here, and it's they have a great bakery there. The prices are fairly reasonable. The next closest grocery stores are across into Long Beach, down around, let's see, right in this area over here. There's a Ralph's over there. There's a Trader Joe's up in this area. I think it's actually, yep, there it is right there, right on the map in front of me. Let's look down here. Also down here is Surfside. So this is, part of Seal Beach too. A lot of really nice homes down there. You don't see a lot of them hit the market too often. If something comes up on the market in Seal Beach, you kind of have to, especially if it's down in Old Town, Surfside area, they go pretty quick because it's a great place to live, great place to raise your family. The school system is excellent. There's actually only one elementary school in Seal Beach. The other schools are bussed out to Los Alamitos. There's a few different schools around, but overall, great community, great place to live. When people move here, they don't leave. It's that nice of a place. So let's go over to niche.com and take a look at the numbers on Seal Beach. Overall grade for public schools is an A+. Like I was saying, awesome schools. Can't beat the weather. And, it's always nice. Probably about the past week, it's gotten cold, about 50 degrees. But some people would say that's warm. But when you're used to the sun all the time, it's actually kind of cold. Got a C- on cost of living. Kind of obvious. The home prices are pretty high out here. Population 24,000. And here's what I was talking about. So if you look at the median home value, 417,000. I would say it's accurate, but it's not accurate. According to what they do here is they take all the home sales in the area, which include Leisure World, and a lot of homes in there are selling for $250, $275, and then they of course those are all cash, and then they factor that in and to the rest of the demographic, and that's where you get that low of a number. But if you're not moving into Leisure World, don't expect to see anything close to that. Median rent, it's probably pretty close. I'd say it's probably a little bit higher than that, but rents are going up too, just like everything else. Let's see what else we got here. There's your map. It's kind of an overview of what I was showing you earlier. Right here, ranked number 2 best out of 524 number 2 out of 524 suburbs in California to buy a home. Best places to retire in California, number 6, and best places to buy a house, number 13. Like I said, people they don't leave. Seal Beach, if you got a B-, 50 assaults last year. I don't know what they count as an assault, but 0 murders, which that's good with me. The Seal Beach Police Department, they don't allow people, if other cities around California, they'll look the other way. I'm not saying they look the other way, but they don't go after shoplifters like the Seal Beach Police Department does. They have a very good social media presence. The one thing I would say is that parking in Old Town, if you park illegally for 5 minutes, you're going to get a ticket. If you don't have a parking pass and you park longer than an hour, you're going to get a ticket. If you make a U-turn on Maiden Street, you just don't do it, because the parking police are on their game too. So good and bad, take it as you will. I've gotten a few tickets since I've been here, but I just own up to it and laugh and go pay it, because they're doing a good job. The streets are clean, which is another thing. If you live in Old Town, twice a week, the street sweepers go from one side of the street on Tuesdays and the other side of the street on Thursdays. So if you're parking on the wrong side of the street, you're going to get a ticket. If you have anything that you want to know about the city or any other cities in Southern California, or if you're planning to move within the next 9 or 90 days, reach out, send me an email, send me a text, give me a call. I'd love to help. Until next time, I'd love to show you around town.